I am excited to be joined by former Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling champion and a Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling staple, Matt Maverick. Matt, thanks for joining me today.
Anytime, dude. It's my pleasure. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Really excited to chat and get to know you and learn a little bit about your journey.
Cool.
So my first question for you is kind of what really got you into wrestling? Who were the guys that you watched growing up?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I've always been a fan of professional wrestling. My friends invited me over to watch it one weekend, and I just fell in love. I was a fan beforehand, but it was really Wrestlemania 22 of all things. Rey Mysterio being the underdog, and then Shawn Michaels beating up Mr. McMahon, and then Edge and Foley in that hardcore match. It was just I fell in love instantly.
Yeah, that is a memorable one, and it's I wouldn't say like underrated because I mean you talk about all those matches on there, but that is one for you to think about all of the guys you watched growing up and
Yeah,
in the ruthless aggression era that you're like, okay, these are my guys.
yeah, 100%. Like you said about it being like not underrated, but I don't think it's talked about enough.
100%. Yeah, that was if I'm remembering correctly, was that Peter Gabriel with the theme song Big Time?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
that always sticks with me for sure.
No, definitely.
So growing up watching wrestling your whole life, obviously you found an interest in wanting to do it yourself. So that leads me into talking about your training. You train out of the Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling Training Center, correct?
Yeah, I trained
Perfect.
there.
Awesome. So that's under the helm of BJ Laredo, and I'm sure a few other coaches at that center. Talk about your time training.
Ah, man, it's been a wild ride. Like the craziest. I always said that I would try wrestling if I ever had the chance to. I wasn't really one to leave the island and chase that dream. I respect everybody that does that, but one day I just saw on Facebook that VIPW was opening a training center, and I messaged BJ, and he told me the details, and I told him I would think about it for a week, and then every single day I thought about it, and then I knew that I had to give it a shot, and then 3 years later, here I am.
I was gonna
And
say three years. What's maybe been the highlight of your training journey?
uh, Wrestling El Phantasmo was pretty crazy. Um, and then like I got to main event the biggest show that VIPW has ever put on, and it was a success. It was insane. I've been blessed with opportunities, and I've just always tried my best at every chance I've gotten.
And that probably goes into all the hard work that you're putting into to main event one of the biggest shows in VIPW history. Your coaches and all that are leading VIPW probably see something in you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope so. Anyways, I hope I'm not just getting given these opportunities for no reason. I feel like you really have to be dedicated. You have to bring a good attitude. You learn to be a leader in a sense. Discipline. It's not an easy thing, but it's the most fun that I've had in my life. I'm pretty sure.
And you're talking about like very key words that you want to hear when you're talking about like a leader of the locker room. So that's kind of led you to maybe winning the championship, being the face of the company, holding that title. What did it feel like to win gold with the company, be the face of the of VIPW?
It was overwhelming. There was a lot of weight put on my shoulders. I'll be the first to admit that I don't think I was ready yet. Obviously, management saw something in me, and I, appreciate all the opportunities I've been given. It was a learning experience. Like once you're at the top, everybody's coming after you, and then yeah, it's hard to stay at the top when you're at the top.
That's when you got to work the hardest, right? And fight off all the fenders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you talked about it yourself a little bit earlier, having an opportunity to wrestle someone like El Phantasmo, a Vancouver staple of
Yeah,
the wrestling industry. You also participated in a training, I guess, session with WWE former superstar Kalisto. Talk
yeah.
about what it's like to be surrounded by some of the industry vets.
It's like almost starstruck at first, but you just really gotta try to play it as cool as you can, and just realize that we're all human beings, and that they started in the same spot that we all start, and then the fact that they were willing to come in and then share their knowledge with us, like I'm grateful. Like it still sometimes it's like pinch me, I'm dreaming still. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. And you kind of build this path of other people that think, I don't think I'd ever be able to do that, but I'd like to try. It's like, no, there is a path for this, and there is lots of
Yeah,
opportunities out there.
like 100%. Like anybody, like wrestling isn't for everybody. It is very hard, but I definitely think that everybody could try it. Like it doesn't ever hurt to try to chase your dream. And if you really, really want it, then like anything is possible. It takes a lot of dedication and it takes up a lot of your time and life. But when you have a passion for something, then it doesn't feel like work in a sense.
Yeah, 100%. And you said it doesn't hurt to try, but in wrestling it might hurt afterwards when you try it.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it hurts a little bit to try.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Now talking about hurting, you have participated in some pretty crazy matches the last year, I'd say. A cage match in front of 2,000 people for Wrestlefest 1. You also had a street fight for the title recently. Do you
yeah,
just build, like, you just thrive off of that adrenaline of those types of matches?
yeah, man. The adrenaline hits you, and then you just kind of you're just in go mode. Like once I always say that I'm nervous before every match. I don't think it ever really goes away. But once your music hits and you walk through that curtain, it's go time, and you just turn the switch on, and it's time to put on a show and try to send the fans home happy, no matter what.
Do you have any stars to speak of from either of those matches?
Oh, sorry about that. Say that again.
Do you have any scars to speak of from any of those matches?
Oh, I've got a couple. There's the match before WrestleFest, the leading into WrestleFest. Draco cracked me in the face with the championship belt, and I got busted open pretty good. And he proceeded to then handcuff me to the ropes and smash a picture frame on my head and beat up my father in front of me, the son of a bitch. Hopefully, I can swear. Sorry about
That's all good.
that. Yeah, so my nose got a little bit beat up. I got a little bit of scars there and a couple of scrapes and stuff on the head. But yeah, that was probably the most banged up I've been since doing this.
Wow. Well, I mean, hey, those scars tell a pretty crazy story, that's for sure.
Exactly,
Yeah,
100%.
and it all made it worth it after you beat him at WrestleFest, right?
He got what was coming to him.
There you go. Yeah, you betcha. Talk to me about maybe some long-term or short-term goals that you have within the wrestling industry.
Short term, I want to get through WrestleFest 2, big Team VIPW versus the Cordova Corporation War Games. That's going to be wild, and I am excited for it. Hopefully, get my hands on Ty Cordova finally. Long term goals would be just to keep helping BJ and everybody build VIPW. Like I told him from the beginning that I would be one of his guys and that this was my company. And no matter where I go and perform, I will always represent VIPW, and it means the world to me. And ever since, even since I've joined, I've watched it grow and become this like powerhouse. It's crazy. Um, I'd like to one day help people learn this as well. I don't feel comfortable teaching. I still think I'm very green and that I still have so much to learn, but to help guide people and to chase their dreams sounds very fulfilling.
And you talked a little bit about VIPW WrestleFest 2. Talk about kind of what's led up to these matches and where people can buy tickets.
Well, with the War Games, Scott Steele surprisingly came out of retirement and instantly uh, stabbed BJ in the back and then decided to challenge me for the belt right away. And he unfortunately beat me with the help of the Cordova Corporation, who seems to always be in my business no matter what I seem to do. I don't know what him and Scotty Mac have out for me, but it is what it is. We are here, and I have just been trying to build a team that want to represent VIPW and to show them that they can't just run like through the company. It's not what I agree with. And yeah, it's just been trying to make it bigger than it was last year, which I've told a lot of people we were like doing a bit of a science experiment last year. I was playing with the beaker, and um, I'd like to think that it was a success. It was pretty insane. To wrestle in front of 2,000 plus people in front of my hometown is something that I could have like only dreamed of when I was a kid, right? So yeah, we're just gonna try to do it again and make it bigger and better and hit it out of the park.
You betcha. Lots of great stuff coming out of VIPW and WrestleFest 2, June 27th in Nanaimo.
Oh yeah, and then tickets. Tickets are on
Yep,
sale at VIP or VIProwrestling.com.
perfect. Well, I look forward to it. I'm going to be there myself,
Glad to hear that.
surrounded by 2,000 other rambunctious wrestling fans. And unless there's anything else you'd like to plug, let us know where we can find you on social media.
Maverick Matt09 on Instagram, Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling on Facebook. Check that out. Subscribe to the Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. We've been uploading videos 2 to 3 times a week, I think, right now. We're going to try to stay on top of that, keep the matches coming out. And yeah, thanks for chatting with me. It was a pleasure.